This is an Armadillo pet, and this is Armadillo mining. One of the sweatiest but yet most powerful and consistent money-making methods in all of Hypixel Skyblock. The top gemstone miners have such a mastery over this skill that they can make 60 million coins per hour. Unfortunately, I am a complete and utter noob at this mining method. So in this video, I am going to master Armadillo mining and teach you all the secret tips and tricks I'll learn along the way. This video is going to be crazy, so make sure you watch till the end. And if you want to win 30 million coins, I'll be giving them away on my Discord if we can hit 300 likes on this video. The link's down below. And while you're down there, it would also help the channel a ton if you subscribed. I put a ton of time to make the highest quality content possible. So thank you for the subscribe, and let's begin this Armadillo mining journey. The first step we need to do is reset our Heart of the Mountain menu. I'm doing this because Armadillo mining requires a different setup compared to traditional mining. More specifically, what perks you want to level. We'll start by going up to Mining Fortune, then across to Mining Speed Boost, up to Lonesome Miner, getting Sky Mole along the way, then go across to Great Explorer and up to Mining Fortune 2. This is the complete tree in terms of pure profit, but you're going to have a few tokens on the mountain left over. It doesn't really matter where you allocate them, since this setup is, again, the most that you'll need, but personally I like to get Seasoned Mineman and Powder Buff because you can never have too much mining XP or gemstone powder. Because Armadillo mining is so different in terms of your Heart of the Mountain menu, you also allocate powder very differently. At minimum, you want 2 million of each powder for Armadillo mining. That's at nearly half of other methods, by the way. I'm going to start off by maxing both Mining Fortune 1 and 2, as well as Professional. And believe it or not, this is a maxed out tree in terms of stats for Armadillo mining. But I'm also going to get Mole to level 51 to make clearing Hardstone easier, and then you can level Seasoned Mineman and Powder Buff as you see fit. To summon out your Armadillo whenever you want, you'll need 2 auto pet rules. The first one is when you cast your fishing rod. Then any pet aside from Armadillo can be summoned. What's important here is that you add an exception to this rule, where it only works in the Crystal Hollows. Then for the second rule, you also set it to when you cast your fishing rod, and this rule will summon out the Armadillo pet. You don't add an exception for this rule. The items you want for Armadillo mining are pretty simple. First, whatever mining tool you're using, then some sort of item to teleport with that has the Ether Warp ability, a fishing rod, then a Spirit Scepter or Fire Veil wand if you want to kill annoying automatons, and finally plenty of cobblestone. The reason for this choice will be more important later. But that was the end of the fun part. Because to Armadillo mine, you need to find one of 2 specific structures, either spiral or throne. These structures are very hard to find because bad generation can cut off important crystals or people could already be using them. Although after about 20 minutes of searching, I found my first empty structure. I'll start off by going around to check if any crystals are missing. Small crystals like these can be missing, but if too many big ones are missing, then it's best to find a new lobby. I'll make sure to mine out each crystal ahead of time and place cobblestone platforms below them. In the future, I'll likely change up how my platforms look, but this is a good starting place for now. To actually Armadillo mine, what I like to do is imagine a 3x3 grid above the crystals. I'll teleport to the block in the very center with my AOTV. Teleporting is important because it centers you on the block, therefore your Armadillo won't get pushed off screen when you summon it. Then cast your fishing rod, look down and move your camera around. All blocks near you should immediately disappear. Repeat this and Armadillo mining is pretty easy. And before any mining sweats start typing in the comments, this is not the most efficient way to Armadillo mine out there. This is a very simple way to do it when you get started. It's way easier than a lot of the other more complex methods people do. There is a really high skill ceiling with this method, and I'm sure the longer this video goes on, the more advanced my method will become. It's about time that I start the first test of the video. This test will be important because this will give us a base rate of money per hour to improve on. So let the test begin now. I'm back after the quick 30-minute test, and let's check on our gemstone stacks to see how many gemstones we earned. And I got 4.5 million gemstones in that time. If I double this number and then sell it to the NPC at 3 coins per gemstone, I would be earning just over 29 million coins per hour. This is already a super high number to start with, because with the same gear, I'm only making 19 million per hour ruby mining. So even with a very basic understanding of Armadillo mining, I'm already making 50% more than with rubies. This is pretty crazy. Quick update, when a lobby hits day 8, it becomes a private lobby. This means people cannot join or warp into it. This is a very good thing because the likelihood of me being griefed is practically zero now, so I can freely grind until the end of day 15. After selling off all my gemstones from the last session, I have just enough money to make a huge investment for this video. If I take out every last penny from my bank, I have enough money to buy a semi-maxed titanium drill DRX655, aka the second best mining tool in the game behind the Divan's drill. So I'll buy this drill and a Sunnyside Goblin Omelette to start off with. Rip all my coins. Something that I didn't know until now was that when you mine with an Armadillo, it actually takes fuel off your drill. It's a good thing I can buy one of these. Now my purse is really low. With this big investment, I have to profit this video, so I'm going to be non-stop grinding and practicing my Armadillo mining. It's been almost a week since I last checked in, and since then I have learnt so many more strategies to mine way quicker than I previously did, and I'll share them with you all shortly, but I'm sure you're all curious how much money I've earned. If you look at my purse, you can see the overflow money I've earned, because I've filled my bank with a further 500 million coins. So from all of that mining, I have made over 510 million coins, which is by far the most I have ever had in my purse at once. It seems my investment of buying a 655 has definitely paid itself off, and then some. Plus I have 66 million overflow mining XP and have earned 5.5 million gemstone powder in total now from all of that Armadillo mining. And fun fact, Armadillo mining is actually the fastest way to solely grind gemstone powder. That's why I have so much of it now. Here I am back in a spiral structure for the last time this video. Now sadly I won't be able to show you all a setup for the throne structure as I'm far less experienced with it, but you can apply a lot of what I say here, there. I've changed up my platforms a lot. Generally, I place cobalt below a lot of the individual blocks to reduce my falling time in between veins. But there is another aspect that I haven't needed in the past. With my current strat, I exceed all the natural veins in the spiral structure, so I'll mine up a few extra natural veins. The amount that you need varies depending on what crystals are missing from your structure and how fast you mine. But now I'm going to show you how my Armadillo mining strat has adapted the more I've mined. First, you need to walk up to a glass pane, then summon your Armadillo. This will partially clip it into the gemstone. If you mount it fast enough, this is ridiculously useful for clearing gemstone veins way faster. Next, I've changed up my keybinds quite a lot. So now my two side mouse buttons go to my fishing rod and AOTV. This just makes teleporting and summoning out my Armadillo pet way easier. Depending on the shape of a gemstone, you can summon out your Armadillo below it and then jump while riding it to mine marginally quicker. And the final tip I have for you is that on certain crystals, you can move forwards with your Armadillo to mine the gemstones. You do need to be conscious of how many times you're doing this per loop, as this does take away some of your Armadillo's energy, and if it runs out of energy, it becomes incapable of mining. There is a lot of skill and muscle memory involved in Armadillo mining, so don't expect to pick up the fastest strategy right away. Just keep practicing and you'll get faster and faster. But I think it's time to put all of what I've just told you into practice and see how much money I make per hour. The lobby that I'm in isn't perfect, it has a few small veins missing, but it shouldn't affect the rates too hard. Also keep in mind that I'm consistently getting 280 ping during my tests. Again, this won't affect your rates too heavily, but it does nerf my speed by a little bit. And the hour has just concluded. Also, over the past few days, I have been purposefully not testing how much money we earn, so I'm super excited to check my gemstone sacks. 6.2 million gemstones in 30 minutes. Times 2, that's 12.4 million gems per hour. So selling it to the NPC, we are earning 37 million coins per hour. That's a whole 8 million coins per hour more than what I earned when we started. That's insane, but it's actually not where the story ends. A few hours after the final test of the video, one of the top gemstone miners in the game, Employment, who also read over the script for this video, started streaming. So I decided to give him my lobby to see how he Armadillo mines in person. First of all, his platforms were way different to mine. He used far more natural veins than me too. That's because he mines at a much quicker speed than me. His strategy was also quite different than mine, but we did share some similar techniques, like using glass panes to clip the Armadillo pet. In the past, Employment has broken 56 million coins per hour outside of a mining fiesta. While his gear is decently better than mine, this definitely shows you how much skill is involved in Armadillo mining. Over the past week, I have gone from someone who barely knew anything about Armadillo mining and was super slow, to someone who has earned over 500 million coins and can make over 37 million coins per hour. So now I feel confident in saying I have mastered Armadillo mining. And if you enjoyed this video, a like and subscribe goes a long way. Plus, at 300 likes, I'll be giving away 30 million coins on my Discord, so you can pay for all your mining expenses. I hope you all have greatly enjoyed this video, and happy mining, Armadillo miners.